We have 3 old log cabins on our properties. The first of which was on the 65 in the middle of the woods, and it was nowhere in the description of the property. So you can imagine our shock when we decided to take a walk in the woods. There was a cabin. We were both like, what the F? Because that's literally what we said. And we went to kind of exploring and investigating kind of trepidatiously because it was clearly a very old cabin. And since then, that's the 2-story cabin that you're going to see. Since then, it's very sad that we can't restore that cabin. We just don't have the finances to be able to do that. We had it dated by the Virginia Historical Society, and they placed it about 1850 to 1875. And I don't know if the logs go up the 2 stories. We think the logs might just be on the 1st story, but we're just not sure. The good thing is that the logs are very well protected because they're all under siding, and the siding has been protecting them all these years. So ultimately, I think I would like to dismantle it and reuse as much of that cabin's stuff as possible in our new house, but also maybe add on to the 1-story cabin that you're going to see that's on the 40-acre side. That one has been actually lived in up until like the 1990s. It would take a lot of work to make it livable again. I'm not sure if we will do that, but I think I would like to add the logs from the 2-story log cabin onto that 1-story log cabin and make a really nice, much bigger cabin because, I don't know, I just think that stuff is really cool. And then we have a really tiny smokehouse, and we call it a smokehouse because it's really, really small. It is right by the 1-story log cabin. There is a door that's been covered up for many years in the 1-story cabin that led into that small one. Now, we've heard from the old timers in the area that there was like a pathway between the two, and that the small one was maybe used as a kitchen and then at some point as a smokehouse, and you'll be able to see the char on the roof. Now, that tiny smokehouse one is really, really falling apart. And so I'm not sure if any of those logs can be saved since they've been all exposed to the elements, but we'll see. We don't like to waste things for sure, and we like to preserve the integrity of these buildings on our property. So enjoy exploring those old cabins with me.
Laid this in there and had to notch that to make that work to that. The notch here, notches here. Somebody has took a terrible lot of time, by God, to fix them little pieces of board. Let's see if I can do this. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Thing is, every one of them is custom cut. See, like it wouldn't work there.
Yep.
It had to be made for each spot as you went. That is cool as hell. Somebody had way too much damn time on their hand too. I guess it meant to keep reading that, by God.
Bigger of the 2 cabins. This is an addition that was built on it. some point. And this is the kitchen. That stove, I think, still works. It was in really good condition. There is a heater in the wall. Probably not very safe. And this is a bathroom. There's no electricity. Yeah, unpleasant. And this is another, I guess this is where they slept. And all those things in the walls are actually holes that animals have dug from the outside. And on that wall, that used to be a fireplace. But somebody has drywalled it in for some reason. And this is another part of the addition. There's like a closet. And that's it. And that's the little cabin, or the big cabin. These walls are actually logs. And somebody put some very thin drywall up over the logs at some point. This old cabin is just completely rotted. It's completely destroyed. There's a dead animal of some kind. The old kitchen. Oh, there must have been electricity at some point. I'm afraid to fall through the freaking floor. An old table. I don't know what that stuff is over there. This is tiny.